What's good, guys? Welcome to another tutorial video. In today's video we are going to look at how we can create this responsive three divs side by side in the column. So as you can see, my divs nicely aligned here. So now I'm going to try and test the responsiveness of these divs. So I'm going to inspect now let me switch to my mobile screen. So let me try and reduce the screen of this. So if I should reduce the screen, and when I get to the mobile view, you can see it started reducing from the tablet screen to 2 columns. Now let's go to 3 divs. If I go now, it also reduce to 1 nicely. Now you see until we get to the mobile screen or the small screen. So when we get back here, you can see again nicely here. So we are going to look at how I created this from scratch. So if you are here with me, stay with me and let's get into this video. So guys, this is my project structure. Now I have my images folder. I have these images that we used for the site. So I'm going to put the link in the description so you can also get these images as well. Then you follow along. Also, I have my index.html that I created. I also have my CSS here. So if I open my folder in my Visual Studio Code, I'm using Visual Studio Code, you can see I have my projects, my images folder with all my images here as well. They have my index, then style, the CSS. So we are going to start with the HTML. So first I'm going to generate our HTML starter code here. So now on my Windows, to generate the starter code, in case you don't know how to do that, or you use the shift and the exclamation mark. So when you use the shift on Windows with the exclamation mark, then I'll click enter. So you can see it has generated my HTML starter code for me. So now I'm going to change the title here to, let's say, responsive div. Okay, now inside my body tag, I'm going to create a parent div here. So I'm going to create a div class container. Okay, so now inside this div also I'm going to have an h1 tag, which is what we just saw on our side here, the h1 tag right here. So I'm going to have my h1 tag. And also in this h1 tag, you can see we also have some text right here. So I'm going to copy this text and I'll paste it right here. So responsive three divs side by side in the column. So right under this, I'm also going to have a URL tag right here. Now inside this URL tag, I'm also going to have an li tag here. Okay. Now let's give some classes to these tags. So in my URL tag, I'm going to give it a class name of cards. And also I'll come to the li tag and I'll also give it a class of card container. Okay, card container. Now let's come to this li tag here. So now here I'm going to have another div here. So I also have a div with a class card. So if you look at this carefully, you can see that the URL is having a class of cards and this is having a class of card. So these are two different class names, so don't get confused, cards and card. So inside this card, I'm also going to add a div with a class name card image. So we are going to put our image inside this div. So I'll name it card image. So card image. Okay. So now inside this div, I'm going to add an img tag here. Now inside this img tag here, I'm going to add our first image here. So now inside my images folder, I'll add the card image 1. So when you get the images from, when you download the images, you are basically going to use the card image 1, which is what we have here. So you can see I've inserted that for my images folder here. Then I'll come under this right here. Then I also add another div. So div dot, I'll add this time around, I'll add a class name of card body. So card body here as well. Then inside this div, okay, I'm also going to add an h2 tag. So let's add an h2 tag here. Let's say responsive card 1. So if you check our design, you can see this is the h2 tag that you are seeing here. That is what we are just adding, the responsive card 1 right here. Then I'm also going to come here and also add some p tag. So p tag, and I'm going to just put a lorem ipsum text here. So you can put any random text in it that you like. So I just put a lorem text here, but in your case you can add any text, that's okay. So now right under this here too as well, now you can see we have some button here as well. So I'm going to add the button right under the p tag. So I'll put a button here. Now inside this button I'll add read more, and I also add some classes to this button here. So let's add some class. So I'll add my class here. Then I'm going to put two classes here. I'll put one class of button. Now to also put another class, card button here. So you can see I have two different classes for the button. Then let's also add some class to the h2 tag here. So here I also add some class, I'll add card title. So let's add card title. Then now inside the p tag also I'm going to add another class to here as well. So I'll add a class of card test. So card test right here. Okay, so now I'm going to add the remaining of the cards. So if you look at our main page here, you can see I have 6 cards here. So I'm going to add the remaining 5 at a go before we style it. So now for us not to create all these cards all over again, since they are all having similar features, I'm going to copy and paste. So let me remove these spaces between here. So now you can see these cards start from the card container right here, from the card container, which is the li tag. So I'm going to copy the whole of the li tag here, so which is the card container, which is ended here as the li tag. Now I'm going to duplicate it 5 more times. So you can see we have 6 cards here. So we've already created 1. So I'm going to duplicate this or copy and paste 5 more times. Adding to this one will make 6. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have 6 of this. So if I should save, now when I come to my page here and refresh, you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's add the images, then we can see it better. So what to do is you are going to scroll up. So you can see my card 1 start from here. So I'm going to come here and just change this 2. So this will be my card image 2, because they are all similar names. They also change this as my card image 3. Now also come to the 4th one, then change this to card image 4. Then also come here, change this to card image 5. So then finally card image 6. Okay, looks like I have 7. Let me check and see. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I have 7. So in my side I have 7. So I'm going to remove 1 more. Yeah. So I'll remove 1. So if I should get back to my code, you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. can see I have 6 here now, which is equivalent to the 6 we have here. So now what you are going to do, you are going to hop into the CSS and work on this as well. So now I'm going to open my CSS, and now after opening my CSS, you have to make sure you also link our CSS to our HTML here. So I'm going to go to the top. Now in the title tag or in the head tag, and at the title tag, I'm going to add a link tag. Now I'm going to link my style.css. So depending on the name of your CSS, you link it here. So I'll save this. Now come to my CSS. So I'm going to start with my CSS right away.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
When there's no hope hiding, no chance concealing what deep down I felt for you. Oh, I regret for losing the one who loved me, for who I can't go back to. Walking through all the dust, memories and frame a past we simply let fade. Oh, but I don't close the door, waiting a chance for when we'll be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still the chance for when we'll be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still in love with you.